Dimensional Debris presents
Conservation by Barbara Ann Harrison. It was a biannual conference to determine conservation policy, share research findings, network, debate ideology, and experience the environment directly. While well aware of the weight of responsibility, being part of a delegation meant a wave of anticipatory excitement was currently Lee's predominant emotion. The latest camouflage, force field, and stealth technology would doubtlessly be on display and available for testing. Most of the tech was aimed at minimizing impact on indigenous populations, maintaining and improving border barriers, as well as current research papers. It's such a rare opportunity to get closer than most could only dream of, Lee told friends who were concerned about the inherent dangers involved in the trip. It's not just the creepy crawlies that I'm worried about, Jaden insisted, although I do believe modern science and ethics dictate minimal intervention. You know the research is, Lee started, only to be interrupted by a visibly exasperated Jay. Research is crucial, I know, Jaden said. My problem is with the pro-hunting lobby. Why are they still even around? And they're sending delegates to the conference. Not crazy about that either, Lee acknowledged, but conferences serve an ongoing opportunity for dialogue. Minds can be changed. Lee wished Jaden wouldn't always act so superior. Joe had once killed a poacher. This had inevitably led to a widespread outcry. Current policy was for border patrols to take poachers into custody. Joe was not a member of the Border Patrol. Joe was in fact hunting legally, an ethical hunter who adhered to strict restrictions on seasonal hunting, quotas, and methodology. Low on the ground, quietly stalking the prey, Joe could smell the rich, dark soil, the iron whiff of a blood trail. Scanning for the source, Joe spotted the poacher through the myriad of stems that constituted the cane field. No identifying red vest, signifying that this was a legal hunter. It was hot and humid. The air was alive with the buzzing of insects, the cries of predatory birds ringing out. Suddenly, a flock of black birds erupted into flight, and a scream of pain rang out. Joe, covered in sweat, tried to blink past the stinging, salty tears. There was a massive scuffle happening up ahead. Now is the moment, he whispered into the soil, shaking in anticipation. A cotton kerchief took care of the burning eye, a deep breath, Joe's thumping heart. Steady, aim, hold, the voice of discipline insisted. The cacophony that had resulted from the poacher trying to interfere with the prey was Joe's only saving grace. Clearly the poacher had been accidentally killed during Joe's attempt to save their life. Or so insisted Joe to the authorities. A huge profile boost and an invite to the conference had resulted. It was not my intention to kill the poacher at all, but arguably it was deserved, Joe would later vehemently insist while caught in a heated debate with Lee. Joe hated the politically correct types. Final seminar, topic lessening intervention in ecologically sensitive areas. Lee couldn't suppress the anticipation. This seminar included a consultation with the representatives of the humans. One had to consult those most affected. After all, it would be a first real-life encounter. Lee wasn't naive, though, had been forewarned by colleagues, friends, and family. The human negotiators swaggered in. As expected, they were oozing self-importance in a vain attempt to hide the angst. There were about 30 of them. Not really democratically elected, but in Lee's opinion, close enough. The rest of the planet didn't know about the teal, so this had sufficed for a very long time. There would be a negotiation, numbers, conditions, and so on would be decided. They'd be rewarded and sent on their way. Then suddenly one of the creatures to the front broke away from the others. This had sadly been expected. Every few decades, one of them would break ranks and try to sell out the rest, the entire unsuspecting planet, for immortality, everlasting glory, sex, Mars, Venus, Alpha Centauri. Fortunately for them, this is not the teal's way, Lee thought. An end.
To support the channel, please like and subscribe. Also, please follow the link in the description below for more stories by the author and further information on how to purchase a copy of Dimensional Debris. Much love.